What's going on, everyone? Another video here today. It's going to be a little bit different of a video today. It's going to be more towards people who are looking to get the game, not really tips or guides today on what you should do when you get the game, but more so should you get the game, as you see by the title. And I'm going to be going over from kind of a virtual golf nerd and actual golf nerd perspective of what's good about this game, what's bad about this game, and if you should get this game, honestly. And I'll give my honest opinion about what is good about the game that should make you get it, and what is not so good about the game that might deter you from getting the game. So let's get into it. All right, first item of business, something that as a more casual person into the golf gaming sphere might enjoy a lot more than, say, I do, would be the new career mode. Um, if you played EA or if you played the last 2K game, you could see a very stark difference in their career systems. And even if you play any really other sports game, 2K23 was really lacking in almost every aspect. They didn't have any sponsorships. They didn't have any of the majors. They didn't have any training or anything like that. They had no like immersion into the game. Like in this game now you have messages, you have popularity, which are small things. They're not that big to like someone like me who plays the game competitively and doesn't play it for career mode per se. But for someone who enjoys a career mode, enjoys to get more out of that, 2K23, I mean 2K25, though it's not perfect, though it still needs a lot of room to grow, has made large steps in getting a lot better of a career mode. And they added a lot of good features. So some of them, like you can see here, you got like tournament week prep. So you got training you can do, which get you like boost during your tournament. Like say you do approach training, you're gonna get better contact for your tournament. You'll get a little bit of a boost. There's pre-tournament stuff, so you can play a practice round about 4 holes, or you can do like a skills thing, which get you more boost and XP. Then you play the tournament, and there's a lot of different um, ways you can play. You can play dynamic, only play a couple holes. You can play 9 holes. You can play 18. You can play 1 round, 2 round, 4 rounds with a cut. You can play on any difficulty you want. There's a lot of different things you can do with this career mode. You can make it as hard as you want, as easy as you want. And I think that's really cool. And they got, which is really big, 3 out of the 4 majors. Obviously, Augusta is not going to be anytime soon in the 2K series, which kind of sucks because 2K, in my opinion, and most people's opinions, honestly, make a far superior game than the EA game came out. And especially this game, I think they took a large step forward. And career mode is just one of the aspects that they definitely made an improvement. So, I mean, the season schedule is a lot better. The standing system with the FedEx Cup is a lot better than last year's. You can more so look into it. It's a lot more realistic compared to like real life. They got the Open, the U.S. Open, and the PGA Championship with those courses, and they're like your scoreboard will change. Like for the Open, it'll be blue and yellow, up in the top left, which is cool. It's a nice little thing that makes it feel more realistic, and just gives you a better experience as an offline gamer. And then if we go into here, you have messages. You have your rivals and all this. You have your sponsors just like last game, which are kind of annoying, but you can get items like you can get Sunday Red shoes, you can get all this. Beating rivals, you can get like a Scotty Cameron putter, you get VC, XP. You got all your stats in here, which is cool. And then all the settings here, you can play it basically however you want, which is really cool. It's definitely, see, you can make it as hard or as easy as you want. So they definitely made an improvement here. There's definitely a lot to be desired still, such as Augusta, such as um like playing with the AI, like playing with the computer that you're going against. So, like, say me and Tiger in the final round, final pairing of Sunday at the U.S. Open, I want to be able to see his shots and actually play with them and go head to head against him, where you still can't do this in the game, which kind of sucks, but it's definitely an improvement on the my career front. So it's not as good as EA's, to be honest, but it's definitely a big improvement. Now, a good thing that they did that I think they nailed out of the park, amazing, very fun for someone who never really played any type of ranked in the last two iterations of this game, and I only played uh, a third party competitive society. Uh, this is a lot of fun. Honestly, it's a lot of fun. The You play ranked tournaments, you get merits based on, you can see up in the where my character is. I have 520 merits currently. There's a cross-platform leaderboard, which is also insanely nice. We'll get more into that later, but basically now I can see on my leaderboards the scores of Xbox, PC, and PlayStation, no matter what platform I'm playing on, which is awesome. I hated playing societies last game and having to ask my buddies, "Hey, what'd you shoot in TGC?" And I could never know unless I asked them because I didn't play on their console, and now that's a thing of the past, which is really nice and uh, just very very good step forward for 2K of listening to what the community wanted. Um, Now in here you have daily master, which is swing stick only. That's very important to know. So you have a daily tournament every day. That's on master difficulty, swing stick only. Same thing, but on pro, daily. And then you have daily pro am, which makes the swing a little bit easier. So you don't have to swing at a diagonal with the Evo swing, which I'll get into later as well. Um, but for the daily pro am, it's dead straight, so it's a little bit easier to get you into the game. Can still play ranked, and if you're a three clicker, this is also a way for you to get into the game in a ranked setting. Considering in ranked matchmaking, it's swing stick only, and on pro and master in ranked tours, it is also swing stick only, which also, if you're a three clicker, that's probably a good thing to know. If you enjoy three click, or if maybe you have some sort of reason you can only play three click, you can't play swing stick, that is probably an important thing to know, that three click is in the game. However, most of the online play is swing stick only, which some may think it's a good thing, some may think it's a bad thing. For me, as someone who's on swing stick, who is a top end player on swing stick, out of all these people that played, I'm a top 100 player. It doesn't bother me that much, but I can see both sides of why three clickers think it should be there and why swing stickers uh, don't think it's fair. Maybe on the easier difficulties, because three click seems a little bit easier, but that's up for interpretation. So but that's just something to point out, that swing stick only for most online play, except for the pro am ranked tours. And then you also have weekly, so the dailies are one round, all three difficulties, and then the weekly are 4 rounds. So weekly master, weekly pro, and weekly pro am, same thing as the daily, except they're 4 rounds and they take place once a week, and they will be in line with the PGA Tour schedule. So I'm pretty sure, like during Masters Week, we'll play their course that kind of is a Augusta type course. You know, not a replica, not anything like that, but it's kind of their version of a I don't an Augusta like course. It's an Augusta like course, right? So that's a good thing. Ranked tours is awesome. The online play is a lot better. So if you're a gamer who likes online stuff, ranked tours and ranked matchmaking have made an improvement this year. Well, ranked matchmaking is still a little bit to be desired. I don't like that they cap Condor, so the highest level is capped, and I don't like that it's only on Pro. I wish there was a progressive difficulty, but it's all on Pro. It's rank matchmaking is kind of the same. They got rid of three clickers, which I think is probably for the best, personally. And the leaderboards look a lot better with the cross plat working a lot better. And the ranked tours is awesome. I love the ranked tours. I don't play much ranked matchmaking, but the ranked tours is honestly really fun. Now, this is something that I'm definitely not an expert in. I've never designed before. I know very little about how to design a course. So if you're looking at this video, like what's in the designer, all this other stuff, I'm going to link you to Crazy Canucks video. He's a very good designer, and I want to shout him out. He made a really good video that I actually watched, which helped me learn a little bit more about the design community. And he made a really good video about all the new tools and everything in the designer. So if you're someone who's designed courses, wants to design courses in this game, that's a really good place to start. It'll be in the description, his video, if you want to go watch it after this. But basically, I'll just go over a summary, just explain what I think from what I've heard from a lot of designers in the community. The designer's amazing. Honestly, if you maybe design courses in 2K21 and you saw the designer in 2K23 and you're like, wow, if anything, this might have regressed. I can't believe, like, as someone who plays competitively, who plays almost weekly, almost definitely weekly unless I have something going on, and probably daily for the most part, the design community is what really gets everything going, everything fun, everything fresh. Because, you play EA, if you're coming from EA, you could only play those certain amount of like 30 courses that I've seen a million times. I watch the PGA Tour every week, Like, I see Augusta. It's fun to play Augusta a couple times, but I don't want to play it in ranked every day, right? I don't want to go play a local match. I have to play Augusta. I don't want to do that. So there's so many endless possibilities, so many amazing fantasy courses by Arctic Fury or challenging courses by Maddie from Canada to play in our Platinum TGC community. There's so much, whether you want to make it difficult, whether you want to make it realistic, whether you want to make a fantasy course. The designer is amazing. It's what keeps the TGC community going. And honestly, for the back end of 2K golf games has been what's kept it going for most of the content. Most of the content creators you see, if playing this game, like, they wouldn't have content without these new courses that these designers are making. And from what I have heard and what I've seen, the tools are amazing. It's a lot easier to use. The courses that are going to be made are beautiful. And if you want to design courses, if you have designed courses and you were wondering anything about the designer, let me just say it looks amazing. I can't wait to see the courses that these creative guys make. And again, if you are a designer and you're wondering about it, watch Crazy Canucks video. It'll be in the description. But that's all I have to say about the designer. It's really good. And if you're just a player, you have so many endless possibilities of courses you can play that make it so superior to EA. Now, this is probably what is most exciting to me, what I think they've improved on a lot, that really is all I play for the most part. Now I play ranked tours a little bit, but when TGC gets going, when you see like Coxer and Apex posting their TGC tours videos and Stives, that's what I play in. And these societies are what keep the fun in the game for me, playing with guys in the community, other streamers, other YouTubers. It's a lot of fun, and I would highly recommend looking at getting into some of these if you have the game or you're getting the game. So the best thing about online societies is you can just create a community of people you want to play against. I mean, we got Fishbowl, we got all these great societies that I play against my buddies all the time. And now the biggest thing about societies in this game that is completely amazing, I didn't touch on it on ranked tours, but you can do it on ranked tours as well, is one, leaderboards are cross-platform. So in societies, like I said earlier, I can see my buddy on Xbox and see my buddy on PC scores while I play, which is amazing. It's way better that we don't have to create spreadsheets and stuff to create fun leagues and stuff. But the biggest thing that is such an improvement is that not only can I play now live societies and ranked tours with my friends via room code, I can do it with any platform. Any platform I can play with people. It's not just I can see leaderboards of others, but I have to play with, say, another PlayStation player. I can play with anybody I want from any platform that has the game in societies and ranked tours, which is an amazing feature. It makes it so much more fun playing these fun societies that we just have as a community, being able to play it with people, sitting in Discord calls, making fun of each other, having a laugh. I mean, it's amazing. 2K really, they did a great job with that, to be honest. 2K did a lot of really good things in this game. And I kind of talked about what's been good. So, societies, online societies, huge improvement. My career, definitely an improvement, but definitely has room to grow. And ranked tours is amazing. But I will say, online play for 3 clickers, I'm sorry, but it's probably not as good of a game for you in that aspect. But it depends what you like. I mean, ranked tours may be fun for you even if it's on Pro Am and you can't play the other two, which the merit system kind of sucks because one leaderboard, Pro Am gets the least amount of merits. So, I mean, climbing that leaderboard is probably going to be hard for you, but maybe you just enjoy it. You know, you can compete with the leaderboard and whatnot. Um, Also, the designer had a huge overhaul. Looks amazing. The courses that I've been playing, if you guys have watched any of my other videos, the courses look phenomenal. So that is a huge improvement. And 2K did a really great job with a lot of things, but we also got to talk about the downsides of this game. Like, I'm enjoying this game a lot, I really am, but there's also a lot of things that, depending on what you play the game for, can really turn you off from this game. So let's get into, say, one of the big problems I have with this game is the lack of the pros. So if I go into my quick play here, you're going to be able to see that you can play with pros. They advertise you can play with the pros, right? You can play with the pros. You can change your golfer. You know, you can play with Tiger Woods. You can play with Tony Finau. But that's about it. You can go in a local match and play with them. That's about it. It sucks. It's terrible. It's honestly terrible. If you're someone who's like, I want to play with Tiger Woods, I want to play against Tiger Woods, you can't. You can't. I don't know why EA can do it and they can't do it. I genuinely don't understand. This is something a lot of people like to do. They like to play against the computer, like to go against Tiger Woods. They like to do these challenges, and 2K just hasn't took the offline portion of EA. They did a good job of they've done a good job on online play, and they took what EA did well on online play and they moved it over and made it their own, which is awesome. It's awesome. The online play is so good. But if you're an offline gamer, which a lot of people are, I was growing up, I really only played offline. This game's not that great for it. You can't play with the pros against the pros. You can't. The career mode, yeah, it's better, but it still has much to be desired for probably most people. I mean, the offline play just isn't that good. I mean, if you look at EA, when Victor Hovland would hit a 6 shot at the BMW Championship, the next day I could play as Victor. Well, I don't know if Victor Hovland was in the game, but I could use my player to hit the same exact shot on that course that Victor Hovland just hit as a challenge to get rewards. And that's cool. Doing stuff like that is awesome. And they just 2K hasn't involved it yet, and I don't know why. But I think that's something where if you're an offline gamer, you don't care about the online stuff and what you saw from the career mode from me, that's about all you're going to get. So that if you're an offline gamer, I really don't know how much you're gonna like this game. Honestly, it'll probably get boring for you. But as someone who's a competitive player online, I love this game. I genuinely do. And so that's one big downside. And there's a couple more that I'll get into now. Now this is my probably my a big downside, but it's hard because it's also definitely an improvement from the last game. So your customization in this game is just not good. Like it's a lot better. You can do a lot with your character now. You can do a lot of different things that are a lot better. You can kind of create your character pretty well, but after that, it leaves much to be desired, especially as like a golf fan that I am. I mean, if I go into my golf bag here, you can get these clubs, right? Which are cool, it's awesome, right? But like the fact I can't get any shafts that are like Tour ADs or uh, Fujikuras, or I can't use Golf Pride grips. And then when I go to my putter, I can't get like even like a broomstick. Like I want a broomstick, I do. I want a broomstick in this game so bad. But like you can't even give me like a arm lock or like even a jumbo super stroke grip. Like the customization of the character, if that's something you're into, especially like as me, I'm a golf nerd, is just it's just not there. EA did so much better than them with that. And in this game, if you're wondering, hey, can I make a golf bag? No. No, you can't have a Masters golf bag. No, you can't have a USA golf bag. You can't customize your golf bag. I don't know why. I don't know why. Truly. They're the head covers, all those little things that just make the game a little bit better, right? There's just a lot of little things that 2K doesn't seem to care about. But they do a lot of good, but a lot of the extra stuff they just push to the side and hope the gameplay takes over, which it has. It really has. The gameplay is really good this year. And I'll get into that later, but a lot of the offline and customizable features just aren't very good. So if that's something you're into, maybe you don't want to get the game. Now, something that's good and bad that they did is I like the attribute system. Like every other game, really, in sports does it. I mean, I have power, I can put skill points in here, and that's a lot better. I really do like that they did this instead of just a fitting system to do all the overalls and your archetype. Where this, you have a little bit more freedom to build your guy how you want. And I also like all these different shot types. I think they might have added a little too much, and they definitely need some nerfs on a competitive side, like such as the pick shot and the spinner. But I mean, they added more golf shots that just like make it like you can do more, which you can do more on a golf course, and it makes it a little bit more creative, a little bit more fun, and I do enjoy that. Now, on the downside of this is I wish the archetypes mattered more. So when I first saw the game, as you see this there's an advanced shot type at the bottom of each skill of the skill tree. So there's tee, approach, recovery, bunker, green. And there's an advanced shot. So at first we thought you had to use a certain archetype to get that skill, which would have been cool because then you got to pick and choose what you want. The archetype matters. But in this game, it doesn't really seem like your archetype matters except for like a baseline of where you start. So for me, that's not good. It kind of seems like again, there's gonna be meta builds. There's just gonna be like everybody's gonna get to the same spot on a top end player basis that play it competitively. That everybody's just gonna be using the same stuff, which I don't like. So for that, I say that's a downgrade. But all the shot types and stuff is definitely an upgrade, in my opinion. I do enjoy these different shot types. Now, Another downside is the playlist of games. They're just not as they're not as good that you could have truly. I mean, I should be able to play like there's just so many different things you can do in golf that don't always. What if me and my buddies want to go do a four-man best ball and just see our best score against four of our other buddies? Like that's fun. Divot Derby, it's like a good concept, but still, there's so many bots in it that it's just like not fun because it's like you're not playing against real guys. When you only have 20-man lobbies, you tell me I can't get real people in here. That the the playlist of games modes that you can play are just not good enough. And another thing when it comes to playlists is societies, yes, are great, and I think they've done a lot of upgrading to them. Still, I would like to see more features in the society portion, such as a match play tournament, such as an alt shot tournament, such as a Ryder Cup, a President's Cup. Things like that make a golf game. And it gives you more content instead of the same old every day that we get sucked into as people who play the game a lot and aren't just the casual player. And I think if you're looking for a lot of fun game modes and a lot of different stuff like that, and you're hoping to see a big improvement to the playlist, such as a Ryder Cup, like EA did. EA did a Ryder Cup, and I know I'm saying a lot of good things about EA. Trust me, I hated that game. I hated that game. That game was terrible. It was so bad. The gameplay was so bad in EA, and I hated it. But on the content side, they've done so much good better than 2K that it's like hard to ignore, and you got to talk about it. But the gameplay side, 2K's knocked it out of the park. We're gonna go into the training now and just kind of show. We can show some of the benefits of this new gameplay mechanic. It's really good. You can kind of see the course there. The courses look so good. They look so much better. And in the bottom right, you're going to see the new Evo swing mechanic. And it's really good. Like, you have a draw fade bias, which is kind of like real life. You got waggles. And the gameplay is really good. It plays really smooth. And that is something where if you're just in it for the gameplay, you're going to love this game. You really are. And now, let's see if I can hit a good shot here. The animations are great. And the ball trails, they club twirl. It's all this other stuff that, like, they made. The animations are so much better. They really are. I wish they would add, like, that I could make a tiger fist bump, or I could create my own type of swing. So if you're looking for, like, the customization just isn't there in this game. That's just bottom line. It's not there. The gameplay's good. And it's just, there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad. So let's go over a little bit summary, and you can see maybe if you want to get the game or not. So, overall, if you are an online gamer, you want to play competitively, and you care about gameplay, and you want to design, get the game. Get the game. You'll love the game. I love the game. I do. I honestly think it's so much fun. And if you enjoy those things and those are what you care about, you will enjoy this game. You really will. Now, if you're an offline gamer, the gameplay doesn't really matter to you that much. You want to, like, win the Masters. You want to do these challenges. You want to feel like you can play as the pros. And you want to be able to have so much customization like real life. Maybe you don't want the game. Maybe you shouldn't get the game. And overall, it's a great game. It really is. I think if you're a golf game fan, you're going to enjoy this game. I would highly recommend it to basically anyone to even try out the demo. But again, if you're not going to play anything online, if you're not going to play with buddies, just offline by yourself, there's probably better games out there for you. But overall, when it comes to gameplay, when it comes to the community when it comes to the courses, the course selection, when it comes to being able to play with your buddies and all that. It's a great game. The gameplay plays great. And so in that case, I think it's a great game. I would recommend it to anybody. But those are just the things to know about the game before getting it, or maybe deciding if you want to get it. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment, please, or leave a sub. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm going to be giving more guides and more tips in 2K25. So if you do get the game, if you're getting the game, watch those. I'll help you out. I'm a top player in the game, and I think you guys will really enjoy that. I'll help you get better a lot faster. And I hope this video was informative, and you guys can make a smart decision about if you want PGA Tour 2K25. See ya.